1824. It's easier for a camel to fit through the eye of a needle.
Eye of a needle, that's an interesting title.
Oh, yeah.
The Eye of the Needle. 1930.
Dust Bowl.
The Dust
Great Depression era, 30s.
The setting.
Two brothers,
Broken down old farmhouse.
Jacob and Esau.
Morning.
Years ago, they had a choice to make. Jacob the elder, Esau the elder, had the right to inherit the farm.
Yeah, the idea was to give it a feel at the beginning, especially if we're thinking about the Depression. Just have this kind of minor blues sound, this kind of thing. All right. And then you have
The old woman is constantly quoting the Bible.
the last part. And then it repeats back in this where Jacob would come in.
Right.
So I just had to put that last line in. And I may change that accompaniment or start adding stuff, because right now it's pretty plain. And I just wanted to get the chords.
Sure, absolutely. No,
But,
I think it's off to a great start.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Cool. And then when the melody would come in with that chord, just kind of this blues scale sound. What Kurt's come up with in his first scene is great. He's pieced together some Bible verses with some other dialogue for Jacob that's really indicative of his character. I mean, we've got two well-established characters already in this first scene just by the dialogue. So hopefully the music will support that. Once you get it in your ear, you hear that right, kind of sound. If this works well, then this would be the first and the last piece. The first part, because it's for the mom, and then at the end, when the daughter has been killed and they have this duet, the same song would come back, but this time there'd be two parts to it. The mom and the daughter. So it would layer up and kind of bookend the opera.
Jacob, his younger brother, traded him the love of his fiancée Abigail for the property, and Esau and Abigail left. Jacob stayed on the land. Of course, the Dust Bowl happens, and the land becomes practically worthless. So Jacob feels that Esau has tricked him. But today is the day that Esau is returning back to try and reconcile with his brother. Totally different, really well dressed, really clean, enters, says Jacob to his brother, sings Jacob to his brother, right? So, they're separated, totally opposite sides of the stage. Jacob has just taken a big swig. His brother comes in and says, Jacob. He turns around, Esau. Esau smiles big. Jacob, tell me it's really you. He moves eagerly towards his brother, but Jacob doesn't move, so Esau's smile fades and he stops, right? An appropriate amount of time to be, and that we don't crowd it with words, you know?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not
Like
all
I'm worried already that this opening 12 bars is too long. You know, but I like that it sets a mood.
I feel like
Where she can walk out.
No, totally. And I think the same thing here is like it's built in with a moment of like musical beat.
Yeah, right.
For a change of sort of the motif, so that
and just thinking about for the singers. I mean, it really helps them get into the mood.
Yeah.
If you can establish it first. If it goes right into a new text and a new sound, it's like, where are we? You know. So I like taking that.
Now the big challenge is going to be: can you combine the Copeland and the blues sound for that building up to the shooting climax?
That's going to be.
That's going to be.
Well, and I think the challenge really is the fact that there's only a piano.
a fun moment, I think, when Jacob offers his brother the flask to drink, and he holds out his hand to shake Jacob's, right? But Jacob has remained still and inscrutable to this whole thing. Holds out his hand. Jacob holds the flask out to Esau. Esau hesitates takes out a handkerchief, wipes it off, takes the drink, holds it together for a beat, and he coughs, right, and Jacob laughs, right? So, I mean, Jacob is still inscrutable. He could be reaching out to his brother. He offers him his flask, right?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? But like, you know, and so...
maybe if there's a joke, maybe it's like his own group.
It's the tragedy that results from this reunion that can't be. Jacob is just incapable of reconciling himself to his brother. He's incapable of letting go of the bitter past, and his inability to let go of that bitterness ruins everybody's lives. So this is about, I mean, that's Esau having his moment, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, this would be the
next we're gonna go. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Next we're gonna go into Jacob and Esau having a moment just before Abigail comes in, right? A little bit more clarification of what their relationship is, and then Abigail's gonna get in, and we're gonna get right to it. Is that cool?
Yeah, it's working.
All right.
Jacob?
Perhaps he'll listen to you.
Esau and Abigail, their sound is going to be more, hopefully, a Copeland sound. A very distinct sound, a different sound than the blues stuff. To really have the characters be identified musically with something that's, to kind of show where they're at in terms of their character.
Totally rework it if it's too slavish to the rhyme scheme.
No, in fact, I think what's nice about that is it gives it. Opera is goofy when you're singing on stage, you know. So obviously, having it be poetic, rhyming, you know, if there's any, you know, rhythm to it. I mean, I think it's cool. You know? Because otherwise, I mean, if it doesn't have that rhyming, then sometimes it's like it's not going anywhere. At least it makes a point.
Okay.
You know, I like it. Yeah, I like.
I'm perfectly willing to rework this kind of stuff.
Can you trade a famine?
And it almost works, but Abigail's presence pushes Jacob over the edge, and he refuses to be reconciled to his brother. The couple, Esau and Abigail, are about to leave when she asks about her mother.
What became of my mother?
So that's it.
Please, Jacob, she's dead. Can you give me a brrrr?
She's dead.
Oh, God. And it's news to you, too. And this is a
She's
mean man.
not the only one. Times are hard.
Give me more on she's not the only one.
She's not the only one.
You, too. One more time.
She's not the only one.
You good for nothing. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
She's not the only one. Times are hard for most of us. I know that you tricked me, Esau. You got what my love for land that swallowed me alive.
Alive.
And now the only thing I want is to hurt both of you.
Yes, great, great.
And there arose a mighty famine.
Is it okay? I love it too. I love great.
Crazy old woman on Jacob's property is, in fact, Abigail's mother, and just before a reunion can be effected, tragedy strikes when Jacob goes over the edge, and we close on Abigail dying in her long-lost mother's arms.
And no man gave unto him.
I swore I'll kill you.
Jacob.
Mama!
And no man gave unto him.
Mama, don't you know me?
Jacob. Man gave unto him. No, Jacob. Jacob.
Old woman.
Jacob.
Mama!
Yeah.
I forgot about that little
Yeah, you have to
at the end.
keep going. It's a quick one.
So it's Mama.
Can
don't
you
know?
be up
Where's the old woman?
when she comes to you?
Sure.